Blood oath gone wrong. Mr. and Mrs. Etuk lived a comfortable life in the heart of Abuja with their only daughter, Effiong. They provided her with everything she needed, ensuring she lacked nothing. Effiong was a bright and ambitious young girl who excelled in her studies. When she gained admission to study economics at a university not far from Abuja, her parents insisted she stays in the hostel to learn independence and interact with her peers. Effiong strived academically, passing all her courses from 100 level to 300 level with flying colors. Life seems perfect until she met Ufoma, a final year student studying the same course. At first, Effiong and Ufoma were just friends, but their bond deepened over time, and soon they became lovers. Ufoma was intelligent and supportful, always helping Effiong with challenging subjects. Their love blossomed, and Ufoma assured her that they would get married after school. However, as his final semester approached, Ufoma had to prepare for his NYSC, which made Effiong sad and anxious. To reassure her, Ufoma took her to his hometown in Delta State to meet his parents, who welcomed her warmly. Effiong felt happy and hopeful about their future together. However, upon returning home to Abuja, things took a turn when Effiong introduced Ufoma to her parents. Mr. and Mrs. Etuk disapproved of the relationship but kept quiet until Ufoma left. They later told Effiong that the marriage could not happen, leaving her heartbroken but hopeful that they would change their minds. Despite her parents' disapproval, Effiong continued her relationship with Ufoma. In her 400 level year, she suggested they seal their love with a blood oath to ensure they would always be together. Ufoma hesitated but eventually agreed, and they visited a herbalist who warned them of the dangers of breaking the oath. Ignoring the warnings, they went through with it. Years passed, and after graduating and serving in the NYSC, Ufoma secured a good job at an oil company and was ready for marriage. However, Effiong's parents still refused, and after much pressure, Ufoma's parents advised him to move on. Heartbroken, he eventually married Rosemary, a girl from his tribe, leaving Effiong devastated. Effiong, in her despair, agreed to marry Akang, a man she did not love. They soon had a baby girl, and life seemed to be settling down. However, 3 months after giving birth, strange things began to happen. Effiong started acting irrationally, stripping herself naked and running through the streets. Medical interventions failed, and Akang, frustrated and desperate, turned to traditional help. They consulted a herbalist who revealed the blood oath Effiong had taken with Ufoma years ago. The only solution was to find the original herbalist who performed the ritual. But to their horror, he had died and his shrine had been destroyed. With no way to reverse the oath, Effiong's condition worsened. She lost her sanity completely, and her parents were left in anguish, regretting their initial decision to reject Ufoma. Akang, devastated and feeling betrayed, struggled to cope with the reality that nothing could be done to save his wife. Meanwhile, Ufoma faced his own punishment. He remained childless despite years of marriage, later discovering he had become impotent. He too was consumed with regret, realizing the price of their youthful mistakes. Eventually, Effiong succumbed to her illness and passed away, leaving behind a grieving husband and parents. After Effiong's burial, the curse was lifted from Ufoma, but it was too late. His wife Rosemary had left him, unable to endure the years of childlessness and disappointment. He was left alone, haunted by memories of Effiong and the choice they made. The blood oath meant to bind them together has instead destroyed their lives. Effiong's story became a warning to many lovers in the community, a painful lesson about the consequence of binding love with forces beyond their understanding. Hope you enjoyed the stories. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting stories.